Roela, as it turned out, was the leader of Fateful. She took care of big problems and settled disputes, and her people were not happy to see her go.
Roela, don't go!
Be safe.
I am leaving Devind, Ain's brother, in charge. This is to show you we trust you, Devind.
What, me? Roela!
You have lived here with us for years. You are one of us. You have a place here, with or without your brother.
He was coming around to your culture. I don't know why he left.
We know, Devind. We aren't blaming you. We are only grateful that you have chosen to stick with us. Can you watch over Fatefall for me?
I can.
Good. And if I am gone past the end of my leadership term, you may carry on with choosing a new leader for yourselves.
Please don't be gone that long.
I will try, Devind. Jam? Emma? Are you ready to depart from here?
I didn't have a clue what had just happened, but I told her I was ready anyway, and off we went. She said goodbye to her people, and then Jam and I thanked them all for their hospitality and for letting Roela come along with us, and then... well, then it was back to traveling. And traveling meant talking to pass the time. So, we should get to know each other, right?
I suppose so. What do you do for fun?
I don't know, actually. Most of my time's taken up by soulmate quests.
Well, I thought you didn't like your soulmate's name.
I didn't have much of a choice when it came to the quests. Mother just sent me on one after the other. Wait, didn't your mother do the same with you?
Oh, she tried. At first. But I simply wouldn't go. I'd hole up in one of my favorite hiding places with a book and some snacks, and no one would find me for hours upon hours.
So that is what you do for fun, then? You read?
Yeah, mostly history books, though my mom didn't always approve of which history books I read.
You've read about the era of magic?
Yeah, a lot, actually.
Can you tell me about it? I was never allowed to read those stories.
I guess. Yeah, sure. You know how if a person stumbles into a form of magic today, Tiga instantly turns them into a monster? Well, long ago, Tiga wasn't around. Everyone had magic. Peasants and royalty alike. Everyone got their own kind, a few spells from one school of magic or another. And with a lot of practice, they could learn 1 or 2 extra spells from their school too.
So magic was just the default. That sounds awesome.
It was. Of course, now we have Tiga around, and anyone who finds the secret to magic gets taken out right away.
Not taken out, and not right away.
Huh?
Tigut senses strong magic when it appears, yes, but he is skilled at tracking it down to turn its source human into a monster. But that is not always the case. If you're careful, you can hide.
You say that like... Wait.
Yes, the people of Fatefall and many other Badlanders possess magic. We cannot cast high-level spells, and we cannot improve ourselves lest our magic grows strong enough to be sensed by Tiga. But deep in the chasms, we are kept relatively safe.
Holy shit! What kind of magic do you have?
I am a healer.
That's so cool! I'm kinda geeking out right now.
The kingdoms truly do not know of our magic?
No! We had no clue.
Yeah, I thought the Badlands were only occupied by monsters until we met you.
Yet another symptom of their insistence on ignoring us.
Ignoring you? What do you mean?
The civilians may not know about us, but the royalty has always known. They choose to ignore us, to deny us aid.
But I've never heard of you guys.
As I said, civilians.
But I'm the princess.
Yeah, and I'm the prince, I guess, of Astar.
Princess of Phoeba.
Have you come here only to mock me and my people?
What? No,
You said you were on a soulmate quest, to kill Tigut. Were you lying?
No! Tigat has been asking for a royal sacrifice for years, and neither of the kingdoms want to be the one to do it, so we've been fighting, and then our parents found out we shared soulmate names, and—
We're here to kill Tigut. Really. Maybe not for the most selfless of reasons, but still, that's our goal.
We aren't here to hurt you.
I suppose that makes sense. The war has been going on for, what, a decade now? It follows that your kingdoms would be looking for a way out.
Exactly.
But this does not mean I trust you. Your families have ignored our pleas for centuries, kept us vulnerable here in the Badlands, simply because we did not follow the soulmate culture.
Well, I mean, maybe they thought if they let you in, Tikrit would retaliate.
So? They have entire armies at their disposal, armies which they waste on each other because they are too cowardly to pool their resources and attack the problem at its source. We Badlanders have nothing but our magic which we are not even allowed to use lest Tikrit comes for us.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We should keep moving.
Roela didn't talk much after that. At least, not for the first few days. The distance between us and Tikrit's lair was greater than I had expected. We traveled for weeks before even coming across a unique landmark in the repetitive red chasms of the Badlands. By then, we'd become much warmer with each other. Not quite to the point of trust, but certainly to the point of civility. That didn't matter as much as the cave.
Hey, stop. That's different.
The door must be man-made, yet I know of no Badlander settlements this far in.
Well, then, could it have been made by a monster?
It is possible. Some monsters retain enough of their sentience to use tools and build things the same as humans do. Lucky few even retain their full personalities.
I didn't know that was possible. Oh man, I've killed so many monsters on soulmate quests. What if one of them was still sentient?
We can't think about that now, Emma.
What do we do? Try to sneak past?
That is most likely our greatest chance at getting out of here alive.
I have a sword if it comes down to it. If it's not sentient, then... I've killed monsters before, and I'll do it again.
Oh, to protect little me.
Yes. You and Roela, obviously.
Hush. Move slowly now.
Shit!
Stay behind me.
Wait! We come in peace, monster. Please allow us safe passage.
Roela?
Yes. Who were you?
Ain, Devine's brother. You accepted me into Faithfall when my brother and I had nowhere else to go.
You... Oh, Ain. Tikrit?
Yeah, I don't even know for sure how it happened. I woke up one morning and realized I was ready to embrace the culture of the kind people who had taken us in. I was ready to reject the entire soulmate thing and make my own choices. It was so sudden. The magic just welled up inside me and...
But how did you become a monster without Tikrit finding Fatefall?
Well, I knew we weren't supposed to use our magic much, but I wanted to see what I could do. So I ventured out of Fatefall one day up to the surface to experiment.
The day you went missing.
I didn't mean to go missing. I meant to come right back home when I was done. But only a few minutes after I used my magic for the first time, Tikrit's shadow enveloped me. I looked up and there he was. I didn't even have time to plead with him before he touched me with his claws and transformed me into this.
A bugbear?
I think so. I was really lucky. Really, that I was transformed into a monster that was humanoid enough to not take my humanity. But I knew I could never go back to Faithful. Not like this.
Ain, we would have accepted you back even as a monster. Devine misses you so much.
No, I couldn't. It's too dangerous, and what if I drew Tikrit's attention to Faithful? I can't be responsible for that. I just can't.
Ain, if I may, we're on a quest to get rid of Tikrit. For good.
What? No, it's far too dangerous.
Maybe so, but we're tired of living under his reign. We have to at least try.
We're going to kill Tikrit, Ain, but it would be a whole lot easier with help.
You want me to go with you?
Yes, we don't care you're a monster. You're clearly still human on the inside. Come with us. You'll get to use your magic.
I don't know,
You don't have to come with us, Ain, but Devine does miss you. Even if you will not fight Tiga with us, you should go home to him.
I can't go home to him. Not with T got around.
Then?
Yes, I'll help you.
He invited us into his cave for the night. It was surprisingly homey, with crude furniture taking advantage of the natural strangeness of the cave. We stayed the night there, prepared to take off in the morning once Ain showed us his magic.
Emma?
Huh?
Oh, never mind.
No, it's okay. What's up?
Do you remember our talk about how magic would make fighting Tiga a lot easier?
Yeah. We're lucky we ran into Ain.
No, well, yes, but do you think if we retraced his steps from the morning he got his magic, we could get magic too?
And get turned into monsters? Before we even reach Tiga's lair?
We could turn out like Ain, only our appearance is altered.
Yeah, or you could end up like any of the countless monsters, whose only thought is about what they're gonna eat next. It's way too risky.
I'm not saying we do it now. That would defeat the point of it anyway, if Tiga ambushed us right after we got the magic. I'm just saying, maybe once we're in there, in the lair, ready to fight him, maybe then it would be worth it, just to try.
Neither of us is getting turned into a monster jam. Not if I can help it.
Yeah, if you say so.
When she finally rolled over to go to sleep, I got the impression that she was disappointed? I wondered why they studied the era of magic so much, why they had so many questions about monsters. I couldn't imagine wanting something so badly that I would just give up my entire body for it. But maybe Jam wasn't as attached to her body as I was to mine. Maybe to them, the change wouldn't even be a bad one, just neutral. Not a good thing, but not so much of a loss as it would be if it happened to me. Jam was starting to matter to me. I was beginning to put myself in her shoes, see things from her perspective, and I was definitely starting to care about what they thought. In fact, I considered waking them up again just to apologize, though I wasn't sure exactly what I'd be apologizing for. For not understanding her, maybe. For not getting it. I went to sleep hoping that one day I'd get it, if only for the closeness it would bring us.
If you love anime and D&D, check out Warlock. It's the story of me, Nova Ravenwood, a young woman born without magic who forms a pact with a mysterious being for power. Set in a fantasy world of adventure, dragons, and powerful sorcerers, the story unfolds like an anime for your ears.
And don't forget about our muscular hunk of a classmate, me, Ren. Too bad this is audio only, otherwise you could see that I'm flexing my arms off over here.
Are you seriously interrupting the ad? You moron! Sorry, we'll get out of your way.
Wait, hang on. I haven't even told them about my amazing powers. I guess I should describe myself a little bit more first. First thing, I don't wear a shirt.
Thanks, Briar! Join the quest and listen to Warlock wherever you get your podcasts, or visit warlockpod.com for more information.
Before Ain and Roela woke up the next morning, Jam and I ended up outside the cave, intending to spar.
So I just hold the sword. Like this?
More or less. Remember, this is Roela's sword, so don't break it.
It can break?
Not during a spar. Not unless you're really, really crazy with it.
Oh, gods.
You'll be fine. We sparred for about an hour, me showing them the basics and going extremely easy on them at the start. They weren't as good as me, but they caught on fast. At the very least, I figured she'd be able to hold her own in a fight.
Thanks for teaching me this, Emma. I probably shouldn't have skipped out on all my sword fighting classes.
That's okay. I skipped out on most of my history classes, so we're kinda even.
You think we'll run into any feral monsters on this journey?
Yesterday, I would have said yes, absolutely, but after meeting Ain, I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky and only meet the more human ones.
That would be nice.
Not long after that, Ain and Roela finally woke up. Roela made us a simple breakfast, and Ain began to show us his magic.
I don't like using it often, but, well, Tegot's already transformed me into a monster. That's usually as far as he goes when it comes to magic users. Which means there shouldn't be any harm in me using my magic.
With that, Ain teleported clear across the chasm, appearing tens of meters away in the blink of an eye. Holy shit!
I can take people with me too. If I'm going short distances, I can do it over and over again, but if I do it over a long distance, then I need to rest before doing it again.
Teleport me with you, please. That sounds so fun.
Okay, but don't lose your breakfast. It can make you feel a little nauseous the first few times.
Woohoo! It's like riding a roller coaster.
If you say so.
So you can use this magic of yours to teleport us closer to Tiga, yes?
A little bit at a time, yes. I can get all four of us maybe 120 feet out at a time, and then I'll need to avoid using my magic just for a few hours so it can charge back up. It'll certainly speed things up at least.
This is the best day of my life. Teleport me again?
We really should be saving his magic for traveling.
Just over to Emma, that's all.
Oh, alright.
Woohoo!
Something about Jam's smile made my stomach flip, so I made the decision to stop looking at her. With Ain's occasional help, we continued on our journey. And what a journey it was. Not nearly as many monsters as I'd expected. None, in fact, and thus my sword got no use. Not to mention how boring the scenery was. It felt very slow going, even with Ain's teleportation, and it took us about a month to get to the next point of interest. That point of interest was another village by the looks of it.
Odd. I don't recall there being a Badlander village this far in.
Well, what are we waiting for? We might as well go say hello and see if we can stay for the night.
Halt! Who goes there?
My name is Roela. I'm the leader of Fatefall. This is Ain. Yes, he is a monster, but please give him a chance. He has retained his sentience.
I'm Emma.
And I'm Jim.
The royalty of Phoeba and Astar.
The monster can come in. The rest of you get lost.
What?
Pardon?
I said the monster can come in. I'm sure you'll fit in just fine here, Ain.
And we can't come in?
We're not against monsters. If you're a monster, that's okay. We're on our way to kill Tigut. We're fighting for you.
You're headed for Tigut.
Yes. We just need a place to stay for the night, and then we'll be on our way. We plan to slay him so he can no longer torment us.
All right, come on in. But one wrong move, and you're out.
Holy shit! They're all monsters!
Watch it, human. Yes, we're all monsters. Some of us have more sentience than others, but we're all treated equally. We were all human once.
So you all have magic?
Yes, we all gained magic, and we were all transformed by Tigut. But we have chosen to embrace this new life instead of wasting it away. We're still alive, after all. We didn't stop living just because we look scarier now, regardless of what the humans think.
For the record, Not all humans dislike your kind. Some can learn to accept you.
Yeah, well, not all monsters dislike humans either. But some sure can hold a grudge.
So, who's your leader here?
Bydro, he founded this town decades ago. With the help of his magic and monster power, he was able to make Spelldrift into the amazing town it is today.
Monster power?
Yeah, most monsters gain a passive sort of perk when they're transformed. Usually it's nothing life-changing, just a little something to help you out, like running faster or becoming immune to common illnesses. Depending on the type of monster that you're turned into, though, you could get something really crazy.
I didn't know that. What's my power?
It may be hard to spot. It's not like we get a newsletter explaining our benefits. But being a bugbear, odds are you're just a little more hardy than the average monster, able to withstand a little more everything.
That's so cool.
Yeah, being a monster's not all bad. Some would even say it's good. Hey, Bydro, got some newcomers here.
Newcomers? Well, Tenor, you don't see that every day.
And 3 of them aren't even monsters.
Not monster? And you let them in?
They seem like okay people. I brought them here for your judgment.
And who are they?
Ain is a bugbear, Roela is a human, Emma and Jam, was it? They're part of the royalty of Phoeba and Astar.
Ah, we are in the presence of royalty.
Seems to me like you're royalty too.
I suppose I am. Come, sit down.
Hey, what's with the white cane?
Emma.
He's blind, dumbass.
Oh, it's fine. Though I suspected better manners from a princess.
Sorry, sir.
Before you ask, I was blinded when I tried to fight back against Tegat during my transformation. He clawed out both my eyes in one swipe.
And you are a...
I am a centaur. Tenor here is a naga. We are lucky to have been turned into creatures with such strong ties to humanity.
It happens more often than you think. It's actually very rare that a monster loses their humanity completely.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Neither did I.
Well, now you know. With that out of the way, what is your intention here?
We're on a quest to kill Tegat.
To kill? Good gods!
She's telling the truth. He's been asking for a royal sacrifice for far too long and tormenting our kingdoms when we don't deliver. We have to solve this problem, one way or another.
One way or another, I thought, my hand idly moving to my sheathed dagger.
I am the leader of Fatefall, a Badlander village, and I can vouch for them. Their intentions are true.
Hey, maybe you could help us.
What?
Help us fight Tegat. I mean, you can't be pleased with the guy, right?
Well, no, but...
Then what have you got to lose?
What have we got to lose? What does that mean?
I just mean, well, you're already monsters, so...
So our lives are less valuable? So we have no purpose other than to join your army?
What? No, that's not what I meant.
What you meant was that because we are monsters, you don't think our lives are worth living anymore. But they are. I love being alive, and so do all the monsters here in Spelldrift. It doesn't matter to us that society has cast us out. We're still people with feelings and relationships and dreams, and we refuse to let go of that.
I'm sorry. I didn't... I'm sorry.
Go easy on her, Tenor. She's learning.
No, I shouldn't have said that. Really, I didn't think. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to say that we will not help you fight, human. But if you truly intend to battle Tegat, then you will need all the help you can get. Tenor, take them to Firen.
What? Don't say his name!
It's okay. I think he would want to hear what they have to say.
We said goodbye to Bydro, and Tenor led us back outside and towards the far end of the village. We passed many a monster. Most of them looked at us with awe, as though they hadn't seen a human in years, while others glared daggers at us. It's so strange not being treated like royalty anymore.
I know, it's weird. But these people have been abandoned by the royalty, by the kingdoms in general, and even by most of the Badlanders. They're not used to humans not hating them.
Must be hard looking one way, but still feeling another. Jam?
Thank you, Emma, for calling me Jam. From what I'd heard of you from my mother, I always assumed you were some stuck-up princess with no empathy beyond etiquette. But you're a good person. beneath all the stupidity.
Hey!
I'm kidding. I'm sorry I judged you so harshly in the beginning. Maybe this is a long time coming, but I trust you, and I'm glad that I met you. Soulmates may be a stupid thing in general, but I would be proud to be yours.
I didn't know what to say to that. I just kept thinking about the dagger at my waist. I ended up threading my fingers through jams, entwining our hands together as we walked, and I didn't bother saying anything at all. We were reaching the bounds of the space, stopped by the chasm walls, when Tenor finally came to a stop. They knocked 3 times on the chasm wall and then waited in silence until finally a part of the wall slid open.
Fearin's right through here. Good luck.
The place was like a cave, covered in stalagmites and dripping stalactites, lit by magical blue light sources placed in all the corners. Strange furniture in all different styles was scattered around the room. No one was home, it seemed, until a person suddenly opened a nearby door and walked in, scaring us all.
Whoa! What are you doing here?
Hey, Bydro sent us. Tenor led us here.
What? Why would they? My space here is supposed to be a secret.
I'm sorry, sir, but Bydro thought you might be interested in our quest.
In your quest? I'm not a mentor. Gods.
Please, just hear us out.
No thank you. Get out of my house.
We're going to kill Teagut.
What?
You heard me. We're going to kill Teagut. And we could use your help, whatever that may look like.
You don't even know what I can do.
No, but Bydro said you might help. He must think you're suited for the job.
I'm a magic caster. A strong one. I practice regularly.
What? How have you not been transformed yet?
Teagut hasn't found me. That's how. I hide out in this town of monsters so that their magical signatures cover up mine, and Teagut thinks he's already transformed the source of the magic. He's wrong, of course, but let him think what he will, eh?
That's amazing! Has anyone ever done that before? Just hidden from Teagut even with such strong magic?
Not that I've ever heard of. It is impressive.
Well, what kind of magic do you have then?
Evocation. Offensive stuff. Mostly ice-flavored, like ice daggers or freezing mist.
That's perfect! Please, will you help us? You could really turn the tides.
I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in joining the losing side.
You're already on the losing side. You're hiding out in a lonely cave in the middle of the Badlands where you never even interact with the few people living around you. We're trying to change things. If we defeat Teagut, you won't have to hide anymore.
And what if we lose, Then Teagut will get even stronger and make the odds even worse for the next person.
Wait, make him stronger? What do you mean by that?
That's the power he gained when he was transformed into a dragon. He steals people's magic when he kills them.
He wasn't always a dragon?
See, how can you claim you can kill Teagut when you don't even know anything about him?
Teach us then.
Oh, please. We'd love to learn.
We'll do whatever it takes to defeat him, sir. Whatever it takes.
Then sit down. You have much to learn.
Have you ever had the feeling like reverse deja vu?
Reverse deja vu?
Something just happened for the millionth time, or you just talked to somebody for the millionth time, but it feels like the very first time.
QuietPlease.org presents Beyond Awakening, a new audio drama series from the people who brought you 253 Matilda.
Captain, have you ever wondered if you're asleep or awake?
3, 2, 1.
Fire!
Are you sure you're awake right now?
Why did Patel's castle explode when there's no hole breach on the bridge?
Why are you asking stupid questions during battle?
What if there's another world you can wake up into?
The walls are glowing.
Those aren't walls. Those are servers.
Citizen, this is Captain Hardcase of the Confederation ship Chimera. Can you hear me?
I think you killed him.
Oops.
They outgun us 6-1, and we can't escape without a star drive.
Where's Mr. McGuy?
Maybe he died again.
You don't need to thank the computer for killing us, sir.
He told me that I'm not who I think I am.
The hell are you talking about?
I don't want to rush you. You need time to process it and come to terms with it.
Tell me when.
Beyond Awakening. Listen now at quietplease.org/awakening and all major podcasting services.
What are they waiting for?